Okay. Can you take us through just how you found out, what emotions were, and who you told first?
Yeah. So showed up for the day game yesterday in Columbus, Sunday morning. I was supposed to play first. Showed up. They told me that they were gonna have me down, wait to kind of figure out what was going on with Steven. And then after the game, Trace called me in and told me that they were going to go in a different direction, kind of deked me a little bit, and then let me know that I was going up.
Do you know what the different direction would have been?
No, I don't know. He's messing with me.
So who do you call first?
I called my parents. Yeah, let them know that they should probably start trying to look at flights and see if they can get down here. They should be landing, I think, any second now. So, yeah.
Last summer when you got traded to Cleveland, was that talk about, did you see that coming? And secondly, what you thought about the whole thing?
Yeah. So, I mean, I was hurt at the time, so I wasn't sure if I was going to get traded or not. It kind of caught me by surprise, but I wasn't like too shocked by it. And then, yeah, it was a really smooth transition. Just went to Arizona, finished my rehab, and was really happy I got a chance to go back out to Columbus at the end of last year.
So you weren't too surprised. I'm just curious why.
The Rays had just a lot of depth at that position. And then with me being hurt and them obviously needing pitching real bad, they had a lot of injuries to the starting pitchers early on. I figured maybe I would be packaged in some deal.
When you call your parents, let's say, what are your emotions like when you're having a conversation? What was the conversation like?
I mean, I was kind of shocked, so I don't know. I was super excited, but it hadn't really quite set in yet when I talked to my parents initially. But they were both, thrilled.
When you're at AAA, there's only the next place to go up is the majors, hitting well.
Right.
Do you try to block out what could happen?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to do. But when I don't know, I was playing real well, so I wasn't really too pressed about, worrying about any of the possibilities or whatever. I just wanted to keep playing well.
Both of the front office kind of give you an idea of what to expect or what the plan is for you.
Yeah. I think they told me I'd be doing a lot of DHing short term and then mixing in at first, I think, whenever possible. Yeah.
Talked to Brian Green,
Yeah.
Your former coach. He described your approach as sort of simple, but you have to be real strong to be able to pull off
Yeah.
that kind of an approach. He called you a throwback. What's it mean to you to hear yourself described as a throwback?
I mean, I take that as kind of a term of endearment to me anyways, growing up. I wanted to be as complete of a hitter as possible. It's kind of still what I strive for, is to, be a hitter first and then let the power numbers kind of fall wherever they may. So that means a lot to me.
Last summer, I remember you had some sort of injury or something.
Mhm.
Kind of elaborate what happened there and then take chatted with Paulie, et cetera, what was going on.
Yeah. My left shoulder, non-throwing, back shoulder hitting, subluxed. So I don't know, it pretty much came out. But I don't know, I rehabbed it. Yeah. I think it's the same thing. I don't know. The doctor called it a subluxation. I'm not sure if that's any different or not. Yeah. It popped itself right back in. I rehabbed it and it feels good now.
Did it take you a while to sort of get back and when you came back playing?
Yeah, I would say once I got to Columbus at the end of last year, it was in a pretty good spot. And I don't know, it took a couple weeks, I would say, to just like trust it and be comfortable again.
As you've been preparing for this opportunity, what do you think you've improved on most recently?
I've really been kind of honing in this season on trying to hit the left-handed pitchers I was facing in AAA well. And I have been hitting them a lot better this year than last. And then just continuing to get better defensively. Yeah.
What did you take from spring training into the AAA season?
I mean, I tried to kind of follow around, guys like Josh and Hosey and, all of these, great veteran players, see kind of how they go about their business and do their work. And I kind of, tried to take little pieces of everybody's game, all the great players here.
What worked for you at AAA? What, you've been hot for what, 10, 15 games? What was there a change or?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of just, I don't know, when the season first starts, everybody's kind of looking for like some traction, just something to get the ball rolling and kind of find that groove. And I kind of just fell into a good routine that worked well for me and stuck to it.
How would you describe yourself as a hitter?
I try to take kind of a balanced approach, take my my walks and my singles when necessary, but I'm also looking to really impact the baseball and drive it.
Are you aware of the excitement from the fan base?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I saw, I mean, I get tagged on stuff on Twitter and stuff. I try to stay off it. But I don't know. It means a lot to have that kind of support, when you're first starting out.
Did you hear from DeLauder?
Yeah. I texted him. I've been meaning to call him. It's been crazy, but yeah, we talked a little bit.
From afar, was there ever a player within this organization that you looked at as a fan, being young, that you maybe monitored your game after, or a guy you just like watching?
Hosey's kind of the obvious one, just because he's been doing it for such a long time. I would say more recently, kind of just watching the way Josh approaches his at-bats and stuff, especially against some of the tougher left-handed pitchers and stuff. He's been a fun guy to watch.
How old were you when you first started thinking that this is what you wanted to do?
I don't know. I've probably as long as I've been playing, I guess. I mean, you kind of imagine it when you're playing like wiffle ball with your friends in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And to kind of see it all come to fruition has been a very unique feeling, good feeling.
Football season in Coeur d'Alene, I mean,
That's
pretty short.
whenever you can get outside. We would go from like Little League practice to, somebody's house. Everybody would go to somebody different's house every day and we just play wiffle ball all day.